Hey guys, if you like this content, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys like the video and subscribed to my channel. It helps make these videos worth it going forward. Hey guys, Altcoin Sherpa here with a daily coin analysis. Today I'm going to be reviewing TRX or Tron. As always, this is not financial advice. I am not an expert. Do your own research. So today, as I said, I'm going to be reviewing Tron. TRX is a very old coin, relatively speaking. It was born in the bull market of 2017, and it was one of those coins that really did excellent in alt season. I mean, this was kind of during a time when there were a lot of quote-unquote Ethereum killers with Neo, EOS, and TRX. And the TRX chain, I will say, is very cheap and very fast. So, there's that. But it's endured a lot of FUD over the years, and it really didn't do great. I mean, it had spurts, of course, throughout 2018 and 2019, but overall, it was really a painful experience. I mean, this is just for all altcoins really in 2019, and price blitzed down, kept retracing, and is now moving up. So where do we see Tron overall? And this is the TRX BTC pair. I chose this chart to go first because this has a lot more price history. And let's just go to it. Again, born in the bull market of 2017, biggest alt season of all time thus far in terms of alt BTC values. And price retraced heavily, and in the spring of 2018, price bounced. I remember thinking, oh, my altcoins are going to be okay. Nope, they were not. It's also interesting to note this 315 Satoshis area. Generally speaking, these important swing high areas and swing low, they serve as good SR levels later on down the line. And you can see after price bounced and came back to this area, it had another bounce again in the early parts of 2019. Price bounced one more time and then fell through. Again, as I mentioned in nearly every video, support and resistance areas, they get weaker and weaker every time they get tapped. So as you can see here, once price found this floor in 2018, the spring of 2018, decent sized bounce, and then one more significant bounce in the early parts of 2019, small bounce again after that, and then price fell through. There was just no more demand, and the summer of 2019 was just very hard to trade for altcoin traders such as myself. Price found a floor around 150 Satoshis, and then it ranged for quite some time. This, I actually thought this was accumulation all throughout 2020, and price went up strongly in the summer of 2020, and this was probably due to Ethereum gas. There were a lot of other chains such as Tron that were gaining some traction, and price actually just blitzed down even further. Remember, with alt BTC pairs, generally speaking, they will go down when Bitcoin is very strong or very weak. And in this case, throughout this run of the fall of 2020, many alt BTC pairs just died off, and this one was no exception. So what did we see here? We saw price die after Bitcoin had its strong run, and then it found its floor after this important swing low around 75 Satoshis. This was tapped multiple times. There are some interesting signs right here of accumulation. And how do you tell if it's accumulation or not? Price ranges for X amount of time. The longer it accumulates, the stronger the move. And as you can see, this accumulated for several weeks with the alt BTC pair, that is. It's also very interesting to note too that there's very strong buy volume coming in, but price is not really reflected of this move. And this buy volume is something that we haven't really seen since 2019, the early parts of 2019. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on. And now, finally, this past week, Tron has done very well. It's moved very strongly up, decent buy volume with confirmation. And so where do I see Tron BTC going? Well, using volume profile here, It's right near the point of control. There's a lot of trading activity between 150 and 220. So it wouldn't surprise me at all to see price chop around just a little bit here. But I wouldn't really expect it to chop around too long given the amount of time that price accumulated. Price accumulated here for quite some time. And we're in an environment where all BTC pairs look like they're about to run. So in my opinion, we might see 1 or maybe 2 weeks more of this chop throughout this area, and then we're going to see strong moves. In my opinion, the next area up would be 310 Satoshis. This is the swing low area that I talked about before, and this will be an interesting SR level. After that, 375 has a higher area in terms of volume profile, and this is an area where I expect it to pull back at. This will be resistance. I'm not sure what's going to happen after that. I don't know if this is going to break past 375. It certainly could. You never say never with crypto. I don't know how strong these altcoins are going to be in terms of their next few moves. You can again see this swing high level around 470. This is where price stalled out at in the summer of 2020. So this could also be another target as well. Now, in terms of these older altcoins, and I'm not talking about super old like, Rep or GNT or, even older coins than that. But these coins here for Tron, like Tron, that were born in the bull market of 2017, I personally still feel strongly that these coins will not go back to their former all-time high levels in BTC value. I've made that very clear. USD value, of course, yeah, they definitely will. But in terms of all-time highs, in terms of BTC value, I do not believe that these will go to their former levels. I mean, look at this insane wick here. I don't know if that's just like some sort of liquid blow off top or some sort of, I don't know what, but it's highly unlikely, in my opinion, that it gets up to this level. Now, is it possible that it goes to 500 or 800? Yeah, I think that's possible. But in terms of these high wicks that we saw on other altcoins, I don't personally believe that we are going to see that. I'm happy to be wrong. It will be very interesting to see if these alt BTC values are able to recover. But in my opinion, the market has just changed quite a bit, and the overall market environment, and the newer coins too. That's usually where the money goes. So let's look briefly at the TRX USD pair. I fibbed this out and I did not. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, this is my fib that I used on the daily, and it looked like the 0.382 level got tapped and then price just continued higher. Generally, when this trend is very strong, the 382 is pretty much all you'll get. In my experience, you'll just see price bull flagging and ranging along 382, and then once you see stronger buy volume come in, you know that it's just going to make another leg up. I mean, given this is at all-time high levels on the Binance chart, I don't know if there's other charts out there. There probably are. There's not really any areas that you can mark for SR levels here. That's why it's going to be very important to check out the TRX BTC chart. So when you see TRX BTC start to approach resistance, so for instance, like if it starts to creep near this 230 area, you can probably take profits with your TRX USD pair because it will probably be reflected on that. But overall, I fibbed this out. I thought maybe 08 would be tapped as a lucky entry, but it was not, and price is still moving. There's a lot of good stuff in this chart right here. You can basically see that price was doing this type of bullish accumulation pattern all throughout February and March. You can map it out several different ways. I mean, you can map it out in this fib. You can map it out with EMAs as well. I mean, I'm sure all these EMAs are going to clump together. Yep. As you can see, these EMAs are all clumping together here. And that's usually pretty bullish in general. Like, it's like a bullish compression with price. And now price is moving. So, in general, I think that altcoins are all going to collectively pump, but TRX looks to be almost a first mover in terms of just altcoins in general for this move. And I think we are going to see some pretty nice times for altcoins in general. So I would definitely buy dips with TRX. This still looks pretty good with both pairs. And I wouldn't really expect there to be huge pullbacks. I mean, maybe there will be one big shakeout before alts run, similar to how we saw it in late February. But when coins really start to run like this, the best you'll generally get are bull flags. You'll sometimes see slight pullbacks here. But these are the two types of price action entries that you are going to get. You know, that this is what you're looking for the next few weeks, in my opinion. Stuff like this that we saw in like a few days ago, like this. Just like this bullish consolidation and then another leg up. That's what we're going to start to see. And it ranged for over a month, so now it's time to start moving. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for all the support.